Little House on the Prairie became one of the most cherished television dramas of all time because it captured the warmth, hardship, and emotional resilience of frontier family life. Inspired by the books written by Laura Ingalls Wilder, the series followed the Ingalls family through years of poverty, illness, tragedy, and triumph in the small town of Walnut Grove. Audiences admired the way the show balanced heartfelt storytelling with serious social issues rarely discussed on family television during the 1970s and early 1980s. Episodes explored racism, alcoholism, adoption, blindness, child abuse, and even addiction, giving the series emotional depth that separated it from many other Western dramas. Despite its wholesome reputation, however, the production itself contained countless fascinating secrets and hidden bloopers that viewers never noticed during the original broadcasts. Sharp-eyed fans revisiting episodes today have spotted continuity mistakes, accidental modern objects appearing in scenes, and editing oversights that somehow slipped into the final cut. These hidden moments only add to the show's enduring appeal because they remind audiences that even television classics were created under pressure by hardworking actors and crew members facing real-world challenges behind the scenes every single day. Michael Landon's Hidden Reality behind Charles Ingalls. Michael Landon became television's ideal frontier father through his role as Charles Ingalls, yet his real personality differed greatly from the gentle family man audiences adored. On screen, Charles avoided alcohol and constantly encouraged others to make moral choices. In reality, Landon reportedly drank heavily and smoked cigarettes throughout production. Several cast members later remembered seeing him light cigarette after cigarette between takes, while still dressed in his prairie costume. Another surprising secret involved his famous hair. Viewers admired his thick chestnut hairstyle for years without realizing Landon had actually gone gray in his 20s. Because of this, he frequently dyed his hair during filming. The intense California sunlight often faded the color unexpectedly, creating continuity issues that complicated production schedules and scene arrangements. Despite these personal habits, Landon remained deeply dedicated to the series. He carried enormous responsibility because he served as actor, writer, producer, and director simultaneously. The pressure of handling multiple creative roles would have overwhelmed most performers, yet Landon maintained control over the emotional tone and storytelling style that defined the series. His leadership and creative instincts transformed Little House on the Prairie into a television phenomenon, remembered fondly decades after its original run ended. Real-life family relationships among the cast members. One fascinating detail many fans never realized was how many real family connections existed among the actors of Little House on the Prairie. Melissa Gilbert, who portrayed Laura Ingalls, was adopted by actor Paul Gilbert and actress Barbara Crane shortly after birth. Her co-star Jonathan Gilbert, who played Willie Oleson, was later adopted into the same family, making the two performers siblings in real life. Their natural chemistry occasionally became visible during emotional scenes, especially in later seasons when Willie matured into a kinder and more dependable character. Barbara Crane later remarried and had another daughter, actress Sarah Gilbert, who eventually became famous for her work in Roseanne and The Big Bang Theory. Another sibling pair involved Matthew and Patrick Labyorteaux, both adopted brothers who appeared on the series as Albert Ingalls and Andy Garvey. These hidden family relationships created genuine emotional bonds among the cast members, making the friendships and tensions seen on-screen feel more believable. Audiences sensed authentic affection between characters without realizing many actors truly considered one another family beyond the cameras and scripts. Extreme filming conditions at Big Sky Ranch. Although Walnut Grove appeared peaceful and picturesque on television, filming at Big Sky Ranch was often physically exhausting for the actors and crew. Temperatures regularly climbed into triple digits beneath the harsh California sun, especially during long summer shooting schedules. Cast members wore heavy wool costumes, petticoats, boots, suspenders, and multiple layers of historical clothing that trapped heat for hours at a time. Many performers nearly fainted from exhaustion, and several reportedly collapsed because of the intense weather conditions. Younger actors found the situation especially difficult because they spent entire days outdoors while trying to maintain cheerful performances on camera. Alison Arngrim, who played the unforgettable Nellie Oleson, faced even greater challenges because of her complicated hairstyle. Her famous curls initially required painfully hot curling irons before producers finally switched to a wig. Unfortunately, the wig itself caused severe discomfort because it had to be attached with long metal pins that frequently pierced her scalp and caused bleeding. Dangerous stunt scenes added further risks. During the famous wheelchair sequence involving Nellie rolling downhill, a safety rope reportedly snapped before filming, making Arngrim's terrified reactions completely genuine as she struggled to remain safely inside the unstable antique chair. Addiction, pressure, and emotional struggles behind the scenes. Despite the wholesome image presented on screen, several cast members privately battled emotional struggles and addiction problems throughout the production years. Karen Grassel, who portrayed Caroline Ingalls, later revealed that she struggled with alcoholism during parts of the series. She also discussed similar issues faced by Michael Landon and Victor French, who portrayed Isaiah Edwards. Ironically, Edwards himself was written as an alcoholic character, making the overlap between fiction and reality especially striking. Grassel later explained that Landon believed alcohol may have contributed to French's declining health before his death from cancer. Unlike some of her colleagues, Grassel eventually overcame her addiction and stopped drinking by the late 1970s. Beyond substance abuse, tensions also developed regarding salaries and recognition. Grassel later stated that she hoped to renegotiate her contract while the show ranked among television's top-rated programs, but Landon reportedly refused. Although disagreements and personal difficulties existed behind the scenes, the cast maintained remarkable professionalism while filming emotional episodes week after week. Their ability to portray warmth, compassion, and family unity despite private struggles demonstrated extraordinary dedication and helped preserve the emotional sincerity audiences still admire in the series today. Melissa Gilbert's difficult transition into adulthood. Growing up on national television proved emotionally complicated for Melissa Gilbert because audiences watched her mature from a playful child into a married woman while she was still a teenager in real life. When Laura Ingalls married Almanzo Wilder in the series,
You think we welcome there? Yeah.
Her co-star, Dean Butler, who portrayed Almanzo, was significantly older, making romantic scenes awkward and uncomfortable for the young actress. Gilbert later admitted she had very limited real-life experience with relationships before filming intimate moments for the show. In fact, one of her earliest kisses happened directly on the set. Butler attempted to ease her anxiety by joking and softly singing before filming romantic scenes, hoping to help her relax. Instead, Gilbert became even more embarrassed and later requested that Michael Landon limit romantic interactions between Laura and Almanzo to simple embraces and brief kisses. At the same time, she also experienced emotional pain after Landon divorced his longtime wife Lynn and married makeup artist Cindy Clerico. Gilbert had grown extremely close to Landon's family and found the separation heartbreaking. Although she continued working professionally alongside him, their once close personal relationship reportedly became far more distant afterward. The strong influence of Bonanza on Little House. Before creating Little House on the Prairie, Michael Landon had already achieved enormous fame through Bonanza. Fans who watched both programs eventually noticed similarities between certain storylines, characters, and musical themes. Several Bonanza scripts were quietly adapted and reused within Little House, often with only small changes to names or titles. One famous example involved a Bonanza episode called He Was Only 7, which later became He Was Only 12, after being rewritten for the Prairie drama. Landon's decision to recycle successful material reflected both practicality and creative efficiency, because he handled acting, writing, directing, and producing responsibilities simultaneously. Reworking older stories saved valuable production time while still delivering emotional narratives audiences enjoyed. Several actors also appeared in both series, strengthening the connection between the two Western dramas. Mitch Vogel became one recognizable example after appearing in Bonanza before joining Little House. Years later, actor Jason Bateman fondly described working with Landon during his first television role. Bateman praised Landon's charisma and leadership, comparing his popularity and confidence to that of a major modern Hollywood celebrity, supporting characters who became television icons. Although the Ingalls family remained central to the series, many supporting characters became equally memorable because of the talented actors portraying them. Richard Bull earned widespread admiration as Nels Oleson, the patient shopkeeper constantly trying to survive the chaos caused by Harriet and Nellie Oleson. Before joining the series, Bull enjoyed a lengthy acting career spanning theater, film, and television. His studies at the Goodman Theater School were interrupted by World War II, when he served as a radio operator in the Army Air Corps. After returning home, he resumed acting and eventually spent decades performing on stage and screen. Catherine McGregor also became unforgettable through her hilarious portrayal of Harriet Oleson. Her exaggerated reactions and sharp insults transformed Harriet into one of television's most entertaining antagonists. Meanwhile, Alison Arngrim's performance as Nellie created a character audiences loved to hate because of her dramatic schemes and spoiled behavior. Off-screen, however, many cast members were completely different from their television personalities. Some were shy, thoughtful, or deeply intellectual despite portraying loud and troublesome characters on screen. Their strong chemistry and believable performances remain major reasons why the series continues attracting devoted fans around the world decades later. Michael Landon's faith and personal identity. Faith and morality shaped nearly every aspect of Little House on the Prairie, largely because Michael Landon believed strongly in emotionally meaningful storytelling. Many episodes explored forgiveness, compassion, honesty, and the importance of helping others during difficult times. Although viewers often associated Landon with traditional Christian values because of his role as Charles Ingalls, his personal background was more diverse than many realized. Born Eugene Maurice Orowitz, Landon had a Jewish father and Catholic mother. Before entering Hollywood, he adopted the stage name Michael Landon because he believed it sounded more memorable and marketable for television audiences. Some longtime fans later speculated that his Jewish heritage influenced the inclusion of Jewish characters in later seasons of the series. Landon also influenced the professional identities of fellow cast members. Karen Grassel originally auditioned under the stage name Gabriel Tree, but Landon encouraged her to use her real surname because he believed audiences would trust her more naturally. His instincts regarding audience connection proved remarkably successful. Even while balancing multiple production responsibilities and personal struggles, Landon maintained a clear creative vision that helped define the emotional sincerity and moral warmth audiences still associate with the beloved prairie drama today. The explosive ending and lasting legacy of Walnut Grove. By the early 1980s, declining ratings and changing television trends signaled that Little House on the Prairie was approaching its conclusion. Michael Landon believed the story had naturally reached its endpoint because Laura Ingalls had grown into adulthood and no longer depended on her father as she once had. Rather than quietly ending the series, Landon chose to conclude the story with one of television's most unforgettable finales. In the last farewell, the citizens of Walnut Grove destroy their own town to prevent a greedy land developer from taking ownership of it. The dramatic explosions shocked audiences and created an emotional ending unlike anything viewers expected from such a wholesome family series. Behind the scenes, the destruction also solved a practical production problem. NBC had leased the filming location and was contractually required to restore the property to its original condition after production ended. Instead of carefully dismantling every structure, Landon proposed incorporating the destruction directly into the script itself. The idea created a visually stunning finale while simplifying cleanup afterward. Although Walnut Grove disappeared on screen, the spirit of Little House on the Prairie survived. Decades later, audiences still treasure its emotional storytelling memorable characters, hidden bloopers, and fascinating behind-the-scenes secrets that continue keeping the beloved frontier world alive for generations of devoted fans.